Welcome to SOCOM Speedrun Orientation. I'm Casual Speedrun, let's get started. The first thing worth noting is that I recommend using the Black Label original version of the game as opposed to the greatest hits or any international releases, because Black Label allows us to do an exploit called reload mashing. Reload mashing is the primary speed tech of this game. If you only have access to one of the other versions, that's okay. However, you will not be able to do reload mashing and other tricks used in the any percent run with glitches. Reload mashing works by canceling the stagger animation that you get when you're struck by enemy fire. Normally, the stagger animation means that you cannot move or fire back at your opponents accurately. However, if you mash the reload button, you will be able to continue moving by canceling the stagger animation when you're hit. Note that you will still take damage in the process. Before you start your run, I recommend configuring some options. In the audio options menu, I usually turn my music down to 0 and my sound effects volume down a little bit so that I can hear my team talking over top of it. Oh yeah! In video options, I maximize the brightness and turn help windows and head bob off. Controller options will vary player by player based on your own personal preferences. I personally recommend you turn on aim assist and use a custom preset based on what you're most comfortable with. I personally use a low look speed but medium acceleration so that I can have fine control but be able to spin around quickly. Lastly, in controller presets, I recommend using Precision Shooter. Don't use Sure Shot. When you're all done, save and exit back to the main menu. First things first, time starts when you select New Game from the main menu, mash X to skip this cutscene, and then immediately deploy into the mission. We don't need to change any equipment. Once the game is finished loading, you're going to mash X to skip a cutscene, double tap triangle to stand up, engage automatic fire, and order Bravo to run to Zulu. Kill the first pair of guards and move up. Kill the second pair of guards as you move on to the main ship and skip a cutscene.
We don't want any suspicious
skip another cutscene if you get this one. Shoot the sniper, reload, and head up the stairs. Now skip one more cutscene, and carefully shoot the radio. Make sure that you get it. Head down to the lower deck. Once you're down there, kill every enemy you encounter. Head into this room on the right and grab the ledger. Carefully go back into the hallway
HQ, we've got the
and head to the right side.
I heard some stimulating conversation.
You will rendezvous here with your team, where I recommend ordering them to regroup with you, planting your satchel at Site X-Ray, and then ordering Bravo to plant their satchel at Site Zulu.
It should only take 2 well-placed charges. Then you'll be swimming for home.
Tango, he's on the move. We're ready for boom.
Visually confirm that your teammates have planted their satchel charge.
Your escort is on the way. Don't detonate the charges until you're safely off the ship.
Tango sighted 1 o'clock.
Mash X to skip the cutscene.
Good job, Commander.
Immediately deploy into the next mission. We don't need to change anything. Same as before, we'll just be mashing X to skip a cutscene, and then immediately running forward. Select automatic fire, double tap triangle to stand up, and tell team fire at will.
We're in their sights, sir.
Open up the inventory menu and quick 2 hotkey on the C4. Shoot all of the enemies near the cabin and then clear it.
Team, you need to clear the outlying cabin.
You'll have to step into the cabin to clear it. Visually confirm that you've completed the objective by watching for that bar at the top of the screen. Move on to C4 Site 1. Shoot this window and deploy your C4.
10 o'clock.
Take care of this guy if he's still alive. Move to deploy your second C4 and keep an eye on the lodge. Shoot anyone who comes out. Oh, there they are. Usually you want them out of the doorway, but this is fine. Step firmly into the lodge and clear it until you get that tab up above.
Good work, team.
Mash to skip the cutscene.
Tango sighted, 8 o'clock. Target
Mash again. And if this guy over here is close to you, he's not even here this time, you'll have to kill him. But sometimes he just yeets like this time.
This looks like a death trap, sir. Should we stay out here to watch the location?
Don't fool yourself by keeping empty magazines. Get rid of it.
Tango.
But manage your ammo carefully, especially in this mission.
Enemy sighted. He's on the move.
Grab the intel and head out.
Commander, guard the intel.
As long as you don't do anything crazy, you'll always be able to survive
Secure
those
the area,
falls.
destroy their supplies, and extract Pincushion.
You'll have to kill these two guys and one more who spawns, but the other two will just yeet.
The
This
large
guy.
building still needs to be searched and cleared, team.
Plant your final C4.
On the hostile. Tango down. We got tangos. Be careful now.
There's Pincushion. If you don't get the compound secure tab, here's what you do. Order your team to run to crosshairs somewhere inside of this
Command,
building.
We have Pincushion in custody.
Copy
Grab
that, Commander.
Pincushion,
Escort him to the extraction point safely.
head out this way, and look for the final guy. He'll either be right here,
Tango, he's on the move. Demolition complete.
and sometimes he can be out there. Grab Pincushion and head out. Usually you'll just walk right out the front door where you came in. If Pincushion doesn't spawn, you'll have to leave the building and then come back. Again, mind your ammo. Keep running and head towards the X on your map in the top right corner of the screen. Pass the X, but not by too much, and mash X to skip the cutscenes. And the debrief.
Another professional.
Select No, and once again we're deploying straight into the mission. Once again we're going to double tap triangle to stand up, engage automatic fire, and then order our team to follow and fire at will. You can do all of these steps in whichever order you choose.
Great cowboy, sir. Following your lead.
Clear this building. Be sure to step firmly into the building and verify on the top of the screen that you've actually completed it.
Area sniper, sir.
Kill this guy. Sometimes he can be right here. You'll have to kill him regardless. Or it's best to, anyway. Skip that cutscene. Shoot the sniper. If there's a guy right here, kill him. Your team will just have to kill him anyway. Step firmly into this building and kill that guy. Make sure that you get the completion tab. If you don't make that jump, that's okay. Run down the ramp. Head up this ramp into building B. Clear the room. Make sure you get the tab. Head out, stand straight in front of the bomb, and order Boomer to defuse the first one.
Command.
Skip that cutscene. Kill the second sniper. Stand right in front of this bomb and order Bravo to defuse this one as well.
I'm on it.
Head up to the helipad. When you clear the helipad, be sure to cross the yellow line and check that you're getting the objective completed tab before you move on. Jump over the rail and head into the main
We can
building.
get the hostages if we clear that area, sir.
Head into building
Don't
C, the
forget
main
that your
building.
teammates are well trained and can clear rooms
Shoot
for
the
you.
wall a few times
Place the
to prompt
crosshairs
enemies to
on the
open
pillar on
doors.
the edge of a doorway way.
Head into this room, kill both the hostage and his guard.
Reach bang and clear.
Head out and into the bathroom. Kill this guard, but spare the hostage. Restrain him.
Enemy sighted, 6 o'clock.
Kill the Iron Leader and exit the main building.
The mission is a failure.
Open the door and jump
until-
over the rail. If you miss the jump, that's okay. Just head down the ramp to the right. I also shoot the wall here a few times to prompt the guy inside to end his bathroom break early before I punish him for not washing his hands. Grab the remaining hostages and skip the cutscene and clear building E.
Hostages secure.
Kill this guy. Sometimes he's in different places. Shoot this sniper.
Protect the hostages and remove all terrorist threats.
And head over here to kill these two. Head back to defuse the bomb. As you're defusing the bomb, you can take a water break and stretch your hands a little bit. I highly recommend it.
Enemy spotted. He's on the move. Target eliminated.
Water sure is a powerful, powerful substance.
HQ, all bombs are neutralized.
Verify that you've completed all of the objectives.
Everything's
If some are
secure over here,
unchecked, that's
Command.
okay as long
Ready
as
to
they're all
pull out.
grayed out
Good work, Commander.
and you're
Locate the
golden.
hostages and watch for terrorists.
Now just prepare to skip the cutscene.
Spotted, 7 o'clock. Hostile terminated.
Have a good flight.
Skip the cutscene and the debrief.
Good work, Commander.
Select no and skip another cutscene. Deploy immediately. No need to change inventory until the next mission. Now we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to mash X to skip a cutscene like usual, but we might not be able to stand up. That's okay. Select automatic fire, select first person, and kill your teammates, Jester and Spectre, but only those
Don't
two.
rush straight into this one, team.
Run towards this small
Use stealth
island.
and recon
As you're
areas
doing so,
before engaging the enemy.
menu and L2 hotkey
Commander,
on the
Spectre
C4.
has been
so that you can
incapacitated
switch
and
between
no
your
longer
rifle and the
has any
C4,
terrorist conversations
like
for
before.
you.
Try to run on the land as much as possible. You're a lot faster. Kill these two guards. Don't forget to stand up as well so you move faster. Jump into the water, turn around and kill these guys. They will all three be in different places. Head for the boats.
Sir, if we destroy these boats, they won't make it off the islands.
Placing the C4 here can be a little bit tricky sometimes. Just give it a few tries and you'll get it. At this point, you should also begin keeping an eye on your teammate, Boomer, to make sure that he's not ever too far away from you. Mission completion depends on having your surviving teammates with you. That's why we killed Jester and Spectre at the very beginning, and it's why we're keeping an eye on Boomer right now.
Enemy sighted, 3 o'clock. They won't be escaping on boats now, sir. They may have a backup plan. We should move quickly.
Clear
to
any
secure the
obstacles in
area, sir.
Boomer's way. You can't jeopardize him getting stuck or getting shot. Shoot this guy up here. If you can get him through the wall, that's great. If not, that's okay. Grab the intel. Be sure not to grab the body. That can happen sometimes, picking up the rifle or the body on accident. Be sure you're grabbing the
HQ,
intel.
we got a problem. The complete data is not here.
Head out
They
up
must have
towards
moved
the
it upriver.
X in the top right corner map.
Okay, team. Move to the LZ and let's get you out of there.
If Boomer is close to you, you're golden. Alternatively, you can also shoot him, but this requires very quick timing as you need to get just so into the extraction point right here after killing him. He's pretty close, so I'll let him live unless he's... okay. Maybe not. Sorry, Boomer. So usually you can just run up here with him.
Mission failure. Your team is too in.
Skip the cutscene.
We're ready to bring you home.
Just like that.
Another well-executed.
Time for the first armory change of the run. We're going to change the entire fire team's loadout to the M4A1 and then deploy. When we enter the mission, Bravo Element will be holding position. We won't be using them during this mission because it's just too dangerous to bring them along. Stand up, equip automatic fire, and order support to sweep through the area. Kill this guy when he comes around the corner. Kill this guy with the hat and take his AN M8 smoke grenades, as we'll need them later. Shoot anyone else who gets in your way. Occasionally a guy might run up here, up the hill. That's okay. Just look for him right here. There he is. Now equip your smoke grenade, head into the entrance,
Commander,
and aim right in between those two palm trees, with the circle aiming reticle hanging just above the top of the hill. Toss your device, equip your M4, and start reload mashing. Even if you take damage, you're still going to be fine. Just keep running, keep reload mashing. Engage this guy. He will already be aiming at you, so this can be pretty dangerous.
I'm hit.
What do you say we sit tight and make a better plan to get the little lady, sir?
Killing these flank guards is not mandatory, however, I highly recommend it for safety. Especially when they're lined up like this. Reload, head up the stairs, skip a cutscene. Turn to the right quickly after the second doorway and drop down. Kill that sniper. 2 guys outside, that means there will be 1 guy inside. Equip your Mark 141 flash grenade. Give it a toss. Kill the guard and restrain Morgan. Again, sometimes there will be 2 guys in here if there was only 1 outside. If you're low on ammo, you can take this guy's AK-47. Tell Morgan to follow you and head outside.
God, you found me. I thought they were gonna kill me.
Watch out for this
HQ,
guy
we
up
have
here.
Morgan.
We've
Let's get her
nicknamed
outta
him
here.
the Assassin for a reason, so make sure you kill him before you move anywhere else. Kill these 2. And this guy when he shows up. And call support to extract Morgan. If you've shot the enemies that I specified, you should be free to move on. However, if you don't feel comfortable, you can take a look around and make sure that Morgan gets into the helicopter safely before moving on to the next area where the ambassador is being held. Kill these 2 guys on the ground and the sniper as well. Get rid of any low magazines and do an ammo check. Kill this guy. He can be a little dangerous. I'll take an enemy AK to demonstrate. Always do an ammo check when you take an enemy weapon. Sometimes there's a guy in here. Come around the left side and kill this guy. Kill the guard on the roof. And the one on the ground.
นายน่าจะมีค่าอย่างที่ทองก้อนเรียกร้องนะ
แกไม่มีทางชนะ เอาล่ะเราไม่ร่วม
Ignore the guy on the roof and kill this guy.
อ๋อไม่ชอบแล้วฉันอาจจะ
Ignore the guy on the roof.
ฆ่าแกแล้ว
โอเคจะทำอะไรก็เอาสิโบกปืนสิ
Arthur secure. Let's get out of here.
Shoot the lantern for swag after restraining Arthur.
Primary
And you've
objective
completed the
is-
mission.
Remarkable.
Once again, we're going to enter the armory. And we are going to select the M4. Mash to skip the cutscene, and we'll immediately begin running. We'll tell the team to fire at will,
I'm going
engage
now.
automatic fire, and make sure we're standing up. At this time, I also recommend hotkeying C4 as quick 2. Jump over the water and run under the house.
ทำไมอุ่นมันก็ร้อน
I think they suspect something, sir. Tango in sight.
Mind these two on the right. They have grenade launchers. They can be very deadly.
Target neutralized.
And they're well hidden usually, so be careful. Take them out and then head across this land bridge in between the two bodies of water. You'll have one guy on the right, and one guy on the left over here. Sometimes this guy's position can vary, and Riverbank is secure. Now if you have enemies down here, you're good to go, but if you don't, I recommend looking to the right and then looking back to get them to spawn. Kill that guy and move up the stairs. There they are. Usually there will be one or two guys there. And one here. And one here. And one more down here. But their positions can vary, so be prepared to look around for them. Do not move on until you get compound secure.
To force
Shoot
SOCOM
these
to
two,
surrender, you
and take
must
the
separate him from his
AKS-74. You can
bodyguards.
reload mash to
Also,
skip the
try to
pickup
apprehend him
animation.
before he can see the river. The closer he is to escape, the less likely he is to surrender.
This guy can be in a different position as well. He can be a little further up. Sometimes these stair guards spawn and sometimes they don't.
Enemy sighted 6 o'clock.
ไปจากนี่กันเถอะ
Now carefully clear this room.
Sighted 8 o'clock. Target neutralized.
Grab a little extra ammo. Grab the intel. Equip your C4 and head downstairs.
Some C4 would take out that door, sir. Should we proceed?
As long as you're behind this line, you'll be fine. I recommend staying anywhere behind the statue, but yeah, you should be behind that line. Reach the lower level and be prepared for a lot of close quarters fighting. Don't allow enemies to get up in your face or else they can kill you in one hit with a melee attack. Mind your spacing and clear it nice and calm. Once you get enemy temple escape prevented, you'll know that the lower level is actually
We've got the
secure.
biological agents HQ.
Good work, team.
Grab the biological agent and press X to match the cutscene.
Under questioning, Fong
Select No and skip another cutscene. And now our final visit to the armory. Fireteam primary change to M4A1 and deploy. When this mission starts, we want to already be firing our rifle to maximize enemy aggro. Order team to fire at will,
From here.
and attack to Foxtrot.
Got it.
Make sure you're standing. Engage these two and blow up that barrel. Head into this area of mixed crates and barrels and kill anyone who comes up, especially this first guy on the right. He has a grenade launcher.
Enemy sighted. He's on the
Feel
move.
free to use first person if you like.
Enemy spotted. He's on the move.
If you don't see and kill these two guys who come from the left, you'll have to make your way over here and get them by yourself. Your team will begin moving up, and you should do the same. Stay close to the visible trail.
Enemy spotted. 1 o'clock. Tango down.
You can kill the sniper for them if they're not getting it.
Enemy sighted. 12 o'clock.
Head to the left, kill this guard over here,
Tango down.
and destroy the radio. If he doesn't spawn, move around in here and look around until he does.
1 Tango.
You must kill every enemy in this entire mission to complete it.
Enemy sighted. 1 o'clock. That's a hit.
Grab the intel and head out.
Primary objective complete.
HQ, we've gathered intel on the Marine hostages and their current location.
By this point, your team might be up ahead of you.
11 o'clock.
That's a good thing.
Touchdown.
That's what you want. If they're not, that's fine.
Discuss it when you get back.
But it minimizes the chances you'll have to deal with the grenade launcher guy.
12 o'clock.
He's a real jerk.
Tango sighted. 12 o'clock.
Aim in first person just under this branch and order your team to attack to crosshairs.
Hoo-yah!
Take Boomer with you and head into this camp. Usually there's a guy right here, but he can be in different positions. There he is. Order Able to deploy their satchel there,
I copy.
and Boomer will get on it. If Boomer is too far away from you, you will have to use Bravo.
10 o'clock.
That's okay, but it's not ideal.
Complete.
Plant your satchel.
Enemy sighted. 2 o'clock. Touchdown. Target neutralized.
Confirm that you have both satchels deploy and head out.
Tagged him.
Now you need to kill the remaining mercenaries on the level before you can finish it.
Enemy spotted. He's on the move.
That's it.
Primary objective complete.
Keep running so that Boomer escapes the blast area faster. Otherwise, you'll have to just wait for him.
Primary objective complete.
Usually you're going to destroy the munitions before you get enemy escape prevented.
Mercenaries underestimated you.
If you get it in this order, that's actually pretty optimal,
Underestimated them as well.
but rare.
You in when you get back. Excellent. Eliminate all hostiles.
Skip the debrief.
You and your men are
Do not save unless you really want to. And deploy straight into the mission. Similar to the last mission, we're going to have to be pretty methodical and make sure that we eliminate every enemy in the mission. Skip the cutscene. Engage automatic fire. Stand up. Order your team to fire at will.
I'll take it from here.
And then order them to attack, once again, to Foxtrot.
Hoo-yah!
Be prepared to engage first these two,
We've been sighted, sir.
reload, and then these two. Take the AKS-74, grab some ammo for it, head over here. This guy can be in a different position, that's okay.
We need to sweep the area and make sure we haven't missed.
Kill these two as well.
Enemy spotted. 12 o'clock.
These two can also be back here. Be sure to get them before you move on. Now head up the mountain and kill the sniper. This guy's position can vary. Sometimes he'll be over here, and sometimes he can be all the way over here. You have to hunt him down and kill him. Do not let him escape. Do not forget about him. Kill the 2 machine gunners. From the top of this rock, kill this guy, kill the sniper. And then this one. If this one doesn't spawn, run around over there until he does. You have to kill him. Okay, he's still alive. That's okay. The snipers are not mission critical. You don't have to kill all of the snipers, but it's better if you do. That's the only way that you can guarantee stable spawns later in the mission, which you need in order to finish.
Cannot trust my men. They're all bloody fools. Decker should have recruited more carefully.
Head towards Nav Point Romeo. Take your time with these 3. And head up this slope. If you take this route,
Right. Watch your
you
fire
will
around the
guarantee
POWs. No stray shots.
the correct spawns here. Stick close to the fence to maximize your cover. You'll get one guy on the right side as well, so mind your flanks. Kill Magnus, the torturer.
I don't think the Marine being tortured is going to last much longer, sir.
Go ahead and get that guy, and head into the building.
Private First Class William Joseph Beckman.
Grab Private First Class William Joseph Beckman. Restrain him and order him to follow you.
Okay.
We got tangos. Be careful now.
Do the same for his comrade, Corporal Jacob Hamilton.
I'm hurt bad, sir, but it's okay. I'll try to walk.
Restrain him
Well, the other guys are Riley and Beckman.
and order him to follow you.
Tango down.
You should have already killed every enemy in this area, but occasionally you might get one guy spawning in the window.
Command, we've got the Marines. Sounds like there are more mercs in a cave complex nearby.
Make sure these snipers are dead,
Commander.
and head down the mountain.
Hostiles. We can't send the extraction vehicle to a hot AO.
Alright, team. Let's clear the caves and get out of here.
Mind the blue H's on the map in the top right corner. Make sure that they're close to you. If one changes to that red-orange color, go back and grab him. It means he's stuck. Usually just having him hold position and then follow again will break it. If they're truly stuck, try hitting them with the smoke grenade. If that doesn't work, throw a frag somewhere off in the distance. Do not blow them up. Do not knock them over with it. Just throw a frag somewhere in the distance. Usually they'll get the idea and start running. Okay, mind both sides when you come over here. Sometimes you'll get 2 enemies spawning at the top of that mountain. At this point, I also usually will have Bravo attack the Zulu, especially if these guys haven't spawned yet. There they are. There can be a few guys in this area, so watch out.
Enemy sighted 12 o'clock high.
Be careful in this area. Stick close to the POWs. The game likes to punish you if you get too far away from them. Watch the cave entrance and wait for them to catch up.
Enemy sighted. He's on the move.
Enter the cave. And wait for your teammates to catch up with you. And move on. It's best if you can have the POWs in between you and Boomer. Like I've got here. Occasionally you might get a spawn behind you, back at the entrance we came in through. If you've got Boomer back there, you should be okay. He'll notice before anything bad happens most of the time. Carefully clear the caves. Move nice and slow so you keep the POWs with you. Sometimes you'll get 2 more over there if you haven't got them in the center already like I did. These 2 you'll always get unless you've done something wrong.
What's my name? What's my name?
Restrain the final POW.
Okay.
And head out of the caves. You must clear the caves in order to finish the mission. That's why we're so careful to kill everyone else. If you don't kill everyone else on the mission, you're going to get memes in the cave. Watch your front, as there can still be enemies in the area, but mind the POWs and their location. Make sure you don't get too far away from them. Now you're heading for this mountaintop up here. If you've done everything right, most of the enemies, if not all of them, should already be dead. But it pays to look out and be careful anyway. If you get someone stuck, be ready to run over and help them. Make sure they don't get snagged on anything. Once all 3 are rescued, you've completed the mission. Mash the cutscene, mash the debrief, and move on.
A fine job.
Deploy straight into the mission. As soon as the mission starts, order your team to hold position, engage automatic fire, and stand up. You'll need to clear this entire area of enemies. That's 2 up on the bridge, 3 around this corner on the left, and then 2 on the right over here, who may be hidden, and 1 on the right over here. Sometimes he might be hidden behind that barricade. Mind this right side at all times, as enemies will be coming from here. They'll be right around this corner. Prepare to line yourself up for this jump. It can be a little bit challenging. You're going to want to jump right here as soon as you get to the left of that pole. Make sure you can't move any more left, up on this hill. Line yourself up, and jump. Once you've got it down, it's not so hard. Just give it a little practice and you'll be fine. Control your slide down this rock, or else you may gain too much momentum and accidentally die.
Target killed.
Head up the hill.
Commander, use the laser designator by aiming it at a valid target. Aircraft are standing by for the laser signal and will strike your targets.
There's a guy around this corner. It can be a little bit dangerous. There may be a friend of his through the grass, so take a peek. There he is. If he's there, kill him. If he's not, you can run. At this point, I would recommend taking an enemy weapon. I'll do it just to demonstrate. I recommend the AK-47 over the machine gun, the MG63. The AK-47 has way less recoil and will be a lot more useful in the bunker segment coming up.
Team, we've done a more detailed scan for that hidden entrance using satellite infrared. We've pinpointed its location at Nav Point Zulu.
Kill these 2 guys. There may be a third guy and you'll need to kill him. Now look at this crease. See this? This is how you execute Lingxie skip. Find the crease, look just to the left, run towards it, jump, run up to the top,
Tango,
turn right,
6 o'clock.
go over the top, and enter the enemy bunker. Proceed into the enemy bunker.
We can turn off the power, or we can get the Marine out, sir.
These two in this room may or may not be here. Be prepared to fight them. Turn off the magnetic lock and head into the cell to rescue the final POW.
Okay.
We knew we could count.
Skip the debrief and move on to Turkmenistan.
Lesser men would not.
Deploy straight into the mission. Skip the cutscene. Automatic fire, stand up.
Be aware, team. It looks as though the enemy hind is leaving for its patrol.
And kill these two.
Intel shows it will return to the prison area in 15 minutes. You need
Grab
to
their
be out of
weapon
there by then.
and the ammo. And order your team to fire at will if you haven't done so already.
I think they suspect something, sir.
Now I highly recommend shooting out the light as you move across the bridge. This will cause the enemy to aggro, and they won't be able to see you while you're making your way across the bridge. Score some free shots here if you can. Feel free to enter night vision goggles, but mind your flanks. Don't get caught in tunnel vision.
Team, there's a lot of hostile movement in the prison area. You'll need to move quietly.
There will always be a guy over there somewhere in the rocks. If you don't kill him now, you'll have to worry about him later. But it's okay if you don't see him. You'll just have to be careful when you leave the prison. I recommend killing this sniper if you have the opportunity, as he can shoot at you and pickle when you make your way out of the camp. There's one guy who sometimes spawns over here. Take a quick scan. If you see a guy in the center over there, be sure to kill him. That would be the grenade launcher. Or one of two, rather. Sometimes you'll get even more, but there are a guaranteed 2. Throw a frag straight into the generator and run. I also recommend ordering your team to ambush right here to keep them safe as you move onto the map. Sometimes this guy is back here. Regardless of where he is, you'll have to kill him. Check to see if the map is downstairs. It's not. Sometimes you'll see a map right there on the table.
That's a kill.
Watch out for this guy. Sometimes you won't get him. That's okay. If the map is downstairs, take it right there.
Enemy sighted, 11 o'clock.
Also, warning, there is often a grenade launcher guy right here.
8 o'clock.
I'll point him out so you know who I'm talking about. The grenade launchers are final in this game. If you get hit by one of their grenades, most of the time you're going to be dead. Grab the map and drop down. Watch out for the grenade launcher. Order your team to follow
Right behind you, sir.
and break to the right. There will be another grenade launcher guy over here if you haven't killed him already, and sometimes there will be one even if you have. There he is. Get a good look. Do you see him? Look at him. This is the grenade launcher. He will always look like that, specifically. Blue shirt, white hat. But you can back up the video to take a better look if you need to.
That's a confirmed kill.
There will usually be 2 guards in here. Eliminate them very carefully. They can kill you if you stand in the doorway, so I don't recommend it. Try to kill the guy on the left first, and then move in and kill the guy on the right, but you'll have to be quick. Check all 3 of these doors until you find Pickle. Those are the 3 places where he can spawn. Restrain him and order him to follow you.
Primary objective complete.
Tango sighted.
Politely ask your teammate to move out of the way.
HQ, I have a map indicating Mr. Pickle's mountain camp. Looks like there'll be
Be
stiff
very
resistance.
careful as you move Pickle out of here,
Looks like he's moving.
We'll deal with
because
another
that
day,
can happen.
Commander. Move Mr. Pickle to the extraction point. There's still a lot of enemy movement in your area, so be careful with him.
All right.
There's another grenade launcher. Do you see him?
Close.
He'll always look like that with the white pants. Flip this switch to open the gate. There he is. Memorize that enemy. They will always look like that. If you haven't killed this guy earlier, watch out. And even if you have, still watch out, because another enemy can simply wander into this area. Enemies in this game are not all completely fixed. Some of them are random. Most of them are fixed, except fixed in this game means semi-fixed. Most of the enemies who are quote-unquote fixed are actually capable of wandering around. So always be careful. Everywhere you go, be ready to engage. Usually when you're exiting, if you've made it this far, you won't have to deal with any more enemies, but stay alert. If you've done this correctly, and you're quick enough, you won't have to fight anybody here. And you won't have to fight the helicopter. This area will be empty and there won't be a helicopter in the sky shooting at you. Make sure you don't get too far away from Pickle. If the H disappears, you've gone too far and you'll have to backtrack. Stand somewhere near the star and get ready to mash. Skip the debrief.
Under questioning.
Deploy straight into the mission. Select automatic fire, stand up, and order your team to fire at will.
I'm going cowboy.
Make sure you are seen and shot at by one of these guys, at least one, and then allow them to activate the radio. You must fail this objective in order to guarantee clean spawns in the final room, which you need in order to complete the mission.
Hostile sighted. 3.
Be very careful here.
Commander, we've just picked up a transmission from the enemy camp. They know you're there.
There it is.
Get to the nukes now.
If you don't hear that announcement, that's okay. Just check your map as you come up these stairs. If you still haven't got it by the time you reach the cave entrance, you'll have to restart the mission. This is pretty rare if you let them shoot at you right off the bat, but it does happen. So check to make sure that this objective has been failed before you enter the cave.
Primary objective complete.
Order your team to wait for you out here. Alternatively, you can actually send them to Delta.
You got it, sir.
Carefully make your way into the cave. There will be a series of enemies, usually about 6 or 7. Sometimes there can be a guy on your left over here. Another good tip is to occasionally fire off a round, or at least tap R1 to make sure that your rifle is continuously raised. If your rifle is lowered, you will fire off to the side a few rounds before you're actually pointing the rifle forward. Head out into this open clearing and kill that sniper if he's there. If there's a sniper up there, kill him too. Skip that cutscene. The jump is unnecessary. It's purely for swag. Carefully clear this opening room. If this sniper doesn't run down, you'll have to go up there and get him. If you've already killed the other sniper, you can move on. Otherwise, you'll have to go in through this door and go up there and kill him. Watch your back to make sure that nobody spawns behind you. There he is. There will usually be one. Sometimes there's not, and that's okay, although this can sometimes lead to what we affectionately call meme cave. Always take this route around the boxes. Skip that cutscene. You'll have to be quick and careful in this upcoming room. Shoot this guy first, then this one, and then this one. Sometimes this guy won't run out of his room. Sometimes he'll be staying right there in the room. That's okay. Kill that guy before he gets away. That's the trigger man. If the nukes have not been armed, I recommend clearing left side to right. Clear the left. Make sure that there's no one hiding behind this door, as there sometimes will be. And then clear the right side. Be careful in here. The close quarters is extremely dangerous. It looks like we're getting a meme despite our best efforts. That's okay. That will happen from time to time, but it's very rare if you've done everything as I've demonstrated. Take another look through and make sure you haven't missed anybody. You need to get this objective in order to finish the mission. Usually you'll have the option to tell Boomer to throw something over there, which is what I like to do, to keep him back there. So that if you do get the spawn, you'll hear him firing so you can turn around. Because the truth is, you won't always know when to come back. But you will have to run back towards the cave, and then head back in. We'll try right here. Now at the top level of runs, your run is dead if you get meme cave. If your goal is to finish a run, it's okay to get it. Just be sure to run towards the cave entrance quite a bit. And then come back and he'll be standing right there. The jerk.
HQ.
Since you've already armed the nukes, time to head out.
Primary objective complete.
Kill Boomer.
Terrorists are moving toward
And make your way
team.
back to where you started the mission.
But you need to get out of there.
Be very careful as you run out of the cave. This is one of the deadliest moments in the run. You can easily die here. Head out through this way. Take a quick peek to make sure nobody's aiming at you down there, and jump down. There can sometimes be someone right around this corner, so be careful. People will be chasing you when you jump down, so make haste. Like I said, this part is incredibly dangerous. Sometimes there's a guy in this room and sometimes there's not. He'll often be right there. That guy's usually not there, but that's okay. Like I've said before, just be very careful in everything you do. Do not take anything for granted.
Following you, sir.
Tell Bravo to follow you and carefully make your way out into the opening here. There shouldn't be anyone left in this area, but in case there is, I recommend taking a look around and staying low. Get your team to move closer to the X. It's a little finicky sometimes, but now we can take a nice good look at our teammates. Skip the debrief, and we're heading to the very last mission. As soon as the mission begins, you need to order your team to hold position, then engage automatic fire and double tap triangle to stand up before running forward and around this fence. Do not fire until you're in Kitten's building. Head around this corner to the left.
They're on to us, sir.
Prepare to jump over the front wall into Kitten's building. Jump. Now head upstairs to assassinate Kitten. Keep your rifle pointed forward at all times. He'll start out in this left corner, right there, and make a line straight into these rooms over here. If he makes it there, it becomes considerably harder, so try to kill him before he gets there.
Primary objective complete.
Now run through this central path and reload mash like crazy.
Tango's down. Hostile sighted, 7 o'clock. Hostile sighted, 8 o'clock.
Head into Fat Cat's building. There will be 3 guards upstairs that you'll need to deal with before proceeding. One is a sniper like that guy, the other 2 will have P90s. Sometimes the 4th guy, a sniper, will come from upstairs. There's Fat Cat. We don't want him getting back up, so be sure to double tap your kill. Timing stops when the helicopter cutscene begins. Congratulations, you've just completed SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. GG's.
The Sadikahu won't trouble the world again. I'm proud of you, team. I'll buy you all a cold one when you get back.
By a cold one, of course, she means a nice cold water, the drink of champions. Thank you for watching the any% glitchless speedrun tutorial for SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs. You have officially completed SOCOM Speedrun orientation. I've been Casual Speedrun. See you next time, and good luck.